Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into Hardworking Man. If you're new to the channel, my name is Heath, and today I'm with my brother Jordan. We're out on his property, and we're going to get a couple trees on the ground. Like me, he's never been trained on how to run a saw, and he's only done a little bit of cutting. Since I've done a little more, I'm going to come help him out with a couple of trees that are going to be a little more challenging. Like I said, I'm no expert, but I'm not afraid to go for it. So, the first tree we're going to try to tackle is a Catalpa tree. This tree sustained some wind damage in a windstorm a few days prior, and at the Y there, it's starting to break, and that's going to end up right in the power lines. He doesn't want this tree coming down into the power lines while his wife and kids are out here enjoying the property, collecting maple sap, or shed hunting, etc. So we're going to do what we can to get it on the ground today, and hopefully we can get it down safely. It's definitely going to brush the power lines on the way down, but we're hoping to get it past them without doing any damage.
All right, here we go. I'm going to drop this one. Hopefully we go one for one and move on to the next one. If we hit the power lines, we're leaving. Hopefully we don't knock power out to the neighbors.
All right, this is the first time I've ever cut a Catalpa tree, which that's something I should have done prior to dropping one this challenging, is I should have cut a different Catalpa tree down to see how they handle. That was mistake number one. This tree is leaning down the hill a little bit towards the power lines, and there's branches hanging over the power line, including the damaged one, which is the reason we're taking this tree down. My goal here is to get it to fall across the path that I just walked up on. I'm going to try to leave a lot of holding wood and wedge this tree over to keep it off the lines.
Looks like he's got it not. Wow. A lot braver than me. This is great. Alright, in goes the wedge. Moment of truth is coming up.
And here I drove my wedge in. I should have stacked my wedges and wedged this tree over from this point. After I got my wedge in a decent amount, I took the saw and I nicked the hinge again. When I did that, this tree started to go and the hinge popped off. The tree angled down the hill and hit the power lines a lot harder than I expected. I'm out here trying to help my brother learn how to safely fell trees, and this is the result. Mistake number 2.
Definitely an art to felling trees that I haven't mastered on a personal level yet, so hoping to take away a little something from watching Hardworking Man. Here it goes, timber. And there goes the neighbor's power. And we just took out the power line. Dang it. Get back. I don't know where the end of it is. Alright, so it didn't fall quite the way we wanted it. Got a live power line down now, so I'm gonna have to get on the phone here and get somebody out here to clean this up a little bit. Hey! I feel like you need to not be by these.
Mistake number 3 was by far the dumbest thing I did in a long time. After dropping this tree and hitting the lines, I saw that one of the lines was held down by a branch. I thought I could get in there and cut that branch off, keeping a good distance from the line, and the line would spring back up. I didn't realize that I completely busted the other line and didn't know where the end was. I cut a few branches off trying to get to the base of the branch that I wanted to cut off when I realized I had another broken line. I finally wisened up and got out of there. I never should have gone in the first place. I got lucky here.
I guess that branch was bigger than I thought. I think it broke the line. Oh, it did. I seen it spark. I was gonna cut it back off of it and see if it lifted up, but it's broke. Son of a bitch.
Well, we knew this was a possibility going in, but I really thought I could get this tree down past the line. I made way too many mistakes for that to happen. Luckily, we were smart enough to keep my brother at a safe distance and keep us on opposite sides of the power line so we wouldn't both be trapped inside the property. He got a hold of the power company that was in charge of this line, and they sent a guy out to get it shut off and cleaned up.
I didn't think that branch would do it. I was nervous. I thought it might hit it, but I didn't think it would break it. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore.
No. We need to get away from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go around. This is why I usually don't mess with power lines, but I didn't think that little branch would take it down. I thought it would just knock it and fall past it.
Right.
We should have got a little better post-mishap footage, but I felt sick to my stomach after doing this. Luckily, no one was hurt. We got the power company out there, got it taken care of, and we moved on to the next project.
All right, here's a group of cherry trees we're going to take down, and he's going to come back in later and get them out for firewood.
As I've said before, I'm by no means a tree felling expert, and I clearly demonstrated that once again in this video. However, my brother knew even less than I did, so I took this as an opportunity to help show him a couple of basic tree felling skills. I know there are other people way more qualified, especially after the first half of this video, but he was doing things that were way more dangerous, that were easily avoidable. You'll be able to see a little bit later in this portion of the video. To the left, there's a cherry tree that was way too big to hinge cut, and when he tried to cut it without a face cut, it barber chaired, and stuff like that will take your head off in a hurry.
You have it on you? I'm gonna crush this dead apple tree and not hit that one right now. Okay, are you recording? So I just cut down like that, and then you take the saw like this and rock it in, and you can see when you hit that cut on the far side. Okay. That's how we learn. Lean to it, like he was saying. See, so you don't want to. So on your face cut, you got to make sure you don't cut too far down or too far back. You want a nice clean angle there. And then when this face hits this face, that's what will pop the hinge out. Okay. And then when you cut in with your back cut, you just come
about an inch or so above that and try to come in level behind it.
Okay.
So this here is called your holding wood. That's what steers the tree to keep it from twisting or just kicking off sideways.
And that's what makes it fall a little slower too, or?
Yeah, a little. But so then you would just cut that off and then buck it out of here for firewood.
Right. I can do that part.
Always look up for vines or branches that could fall down, and when they hit the ground, they can send stuff flying too. So
Yeah.
again, I'm no expert. Like I said, I've self-taught, but from what I've learned, that's the way to do it. Don't take my tips on YouTube. If you want to cut down trees, go get taught how to do it correctly.
Looks a lot better than how it goes for me, so we're learning out here today, that's for sure.
I didn't realize that was 2 in 1.
Oh, saw fell.
Oh, there she goes, folks.
That's why you get quality.
I guess we'll try it and see what happens. Either way, it's going to go that direction. So
Both of them? Because weren't you saying like a maple, they can go opposite ways if you're
yeah,
not
but
careful?
they're both leaning that way, so we'll try it and see what happens. I'll learn here.
We'll learn together.
This next tree I'm going to tackle was a split trunk cherry tree. I thought about trying to drop them both at once, but then I decided against it. And even though I had to work up near my head, which I really do not like doing, I thought that would be a better option than trying to drop both trees at once and getting the saw pinched in there. I forgot my safety glasses since I rode out there with my brother. I had my helmet and I had my mask on, but as you can see, working up by your face is somewhat dangerous, and without safety glasses, you're going to eat a lot of sawdust.
I don't know.
Actually, I'm going to just take this one down up here first, and it's going to go that way easy, and then I'll deal with this one next, just in case they split.
Right. tree a little. Oh, did you guys see that stick come down? That's what he was just talking about, how you gotta be careful. Pretty intense.
If anyone needed a tutorial on things not to do with a chainsaw, this is the video for you. Like I said, I get out there to get jobs done, and I end up getting them done, and I do some dumb stuff from time to time.
Now this one I'll just drop right there, and hopefully it's falling hard enough to get through them maples.
Sometimes these trees don't fall quite the way I've tried to do it, so that's why.
Don't like cutting up there by my head like that,
yeah.
But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I didn't like that either.
Forgot my safety glasses.
Yeah, safety glasses probably would be real handy when you're at that height.
Yeah.
Especially because seeing is probably very important when cutting down trees.
I just didn't know if with those cherries, if those trunks will split like a maple. I've had maples where even way down where it looks connected, you'll do your face cut and start your back cut, and the back tree will just peel off and want to go the other way.
Yeah, that'd make for a very hairy situation.
So now we're going to take down this, what is that, a box elder or something?
Box elder, yeah, I believe so.
We'll fall that way, and then this cherry on that. Just getting sun into this little pocket here for bedding, and he's going to pull a lot of good cherry firewood out of here. When you come back in here with your big saw, take that stump down because you want to get it down so the regeneration comes out where the deer can eat it.
Okay. Like as close to the ground as I can, or?
I do. I mean, you can leave it like this or whatever.
Tall. Okay.
Like you're not, if I'm working where I'm going to ever have a tractor or anything, I take them right off at the ground so I don't hit them with the grill or something like that. But here it's just a little pocket. You're never going to be in here with a tractor, so.
No, right.
I might do it at the end if I have gas left, but I don't want to run out of gas stumping that down.
Right. Well, if they're 10 foot tall or shorter, I can cut them down. Other than that. it goes. Saying about those vines earlier, that's part of the problem about trying to fell trees out here. There's so many vines. It's all unpredictable sometimes. Can be a really nice bedding pocket. Trying to sticking up some areas. Trying to see on the other side of the rock pile there where it kind of opens up. That's what we're trying to get that thickened up there. So here, safe bed in here, and then we're working on getting the food plot put in. A little bit to the west here. What's that?
I thought you were my brother-in-law back here, but I guess you're not.
Does your brother-in-law own this property, or?
I think so.
No, I actually do.
Oh, they own the house right up front.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they're actually not home.
Oh,
And
okay.
I don't know how you got back here, but we fell a tree and hit the power line to their house, and it's laying on the ground, so you need to be very careful.
Oh, we came from the barn. We didn't
Oh,
look
okay,
at
so
the
you're
horses.
safe.
Yeah, don't go that way.
Yeah, don't,
Okay.
yeah, they're supposed to be on their way to Yeah, so I messaged them to tell them that I knocked the power out, and they said they were
All right, well, shortly after dealing with the trespassers, the guy from the power company showed up. So we called it a day, packed up our gear, and headed home. Luckily, no one was hurt today. Like I said, I'm not afraid to go for it. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. Today it didn't pay off, but luckily no one was injured. Thanks for tuning in to Hardworking Man. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, watching us work outdoors. It doesn't always go right, but I'm going to bring you the times it goes wrong too, because if anyone can learn from my mistakes, at least something positive will be taken out of this video. Again, thanks for watching.